Many people are here for many reasons. In fact, are here because they lost their homes, they lost their jobs.
Most people kind of like see homelessness from a distance. They see kind of like people holding out a hand or panhandling for money or something like that, and not a lot of people get to know the person behind it.
How often do we think twice about the homeless people we see on the streets? We only see a glimpse of their troubles, then our concern is pushed away once we walk past them. Our minds become flooded with other worries and tasks of the day. But do you ever take a moment to stop and think what their day-to-day struggles are like? Come and take a short walk with me in the shoes of some of the people who make up the Athens, Georgia homeless community and explore what it is like to have nothing. Perhaps a better understanding of their life can be gained from this experience.
I'm pretty sure that most of the people I see on a regular basis are dealing with incredible trauma. Trauma from relationships that have gone bad, trauma from things that have happened to them.
3 years I've been homeless, but I can't sleep. I can't come back to my home. When I got out of jail, I can't come back here because somebody hurt my home. And I don't like that. And God knows best.
I was running around in the neighborhood trying to find a nice home over there, and I think they realized I was homeless, so some guys jumped on me and they robbed me and they got my money and stuff. And I think one of them broke my wrist and stuff, and so I haven't pressed charges. I'm not going to press charges. And so it just learned me a lesson. And when you run around, you don't got places to go, you're more likely to run in trouble and get hurt.
I mean, I think it's the same kind of thing that people don't realize about people in any sort of difficult situation. I think as individuals, we always tend to overestimate how much of a hand we have in our own success and how much of a hand other people have in their own difficulties and their own failures. So I think a lot of times when we look at people in homeless situations, we're really looking to figure out, like, well, what did they do to get into this situation? And in my experience, I've really yet been able to find any homeless person who did something that somebody I know personally who's housed hasn't done.
I used to have a house in Walton County, it was built for me and my son and my wife, and we got into a divorce and all, and kind of lost it all. I had 3 cars out in the yard, a rabbit cage in the back, and a dog and 2 cats, but life grows on, and losing that one thing, just didn't make my life horrible or anything, it's just changed things, and so now, I don't consider myself homeless or anything, I consider myself a camper.
This is Tent City in Athens. Tent City is a loose term that people use to explain what this place is. It is really an area where groups of homeless people have set up a semi-permanent living situation. A small building in the background is a basic shelter created by a group of people called the Mad Housers. They build semi-permanent shelters for homeless people. It is very basic, a wood frame, some plywood, and a door with a chain and a lock on it. The homeless people do not own the land they are living on. This tent city has been around for 20 years, but there are many like it in cities all over the U.S.
The greatest thing you have out here is hopelessness as a obstacle against people actually being able to come out and do the things that they might find acceptable by society. Hopelessness, I say, is maybe a good 70 to 97% of the reason why people remain out here for such a long time. Greatest challenges that you face, physically, you face the elements on a daily basis. If you have a shower, or you have mosquitoes, or it could be simply being outside under the weather, and the agitation that comes from there are many hearts out here who have spent many years out here, and some actually don't know how to get out. Some maybe don't want to get out, and some think that this is their appropriate payment for the things that they have done throughout life. There are many issues for white people out here.
One of the biggest obstacles that's facing Athens as a whole is the job market. It's really hard for homeless people to find jobs, especially given that a lot of times they'll have records, a lot of times they'll have a lack of education. I know several homeless people who have filled out over 200 job applications without hearing anything back.
I want people to know that we out here now because we're broke. We're out here because the housing place get too high. The money they give us ain't full in our house. When we pay our house rent, food stamp, they come and sit it down a little bit. It ain't nothing to hard live on. Can't get no job, we work with the government. The government put most of us out. Someone can't get a check, or they be down, she tell lies, someone got half on, but shot in the head. They just looking over us.
Cause we don't got no place to stay. They don't got no income. They don't got nothing but what people help them with. The help is given for the one that help us for our need. And a good need is the best need in God's eyes. And God helped us to live that.
I think it's important to try and take care of people in your community and people around you who are struggling. And in my experience, of interacting with folks who are in homeless situations, most of them legitimately need the assistance and need the help.
I think that giving somebody a dollar bill or something like that might feel good, but I think that the more transformative thing is going to be taking them out to eat and actually getting to have a conversation with them. I mean, if I could tell anybody what to do, is just walk with somebody through this process. Talk to them, get to know their story. You know what I mean? Share food with them, share life with them. That's kind of what I think is the best way to go about trying to help somebody.
Just don't beat them down. Give them some help. Open your arms to them. To get them one chance. One chance. There's a lot of homeless people that all they need is one chance to make things happen. You know what I'm saying? Give them one chance.
The best way to get involved in the homeless community is to immerse yourself in the homeless community, get to know their struggles, get to know their joys, their skills, and that kind of stuff. I mean, if each person in this community who was well off or was making it as whatever that looks like to each person was to get involved in one homeless person's life, if Athens was more of a community that felt a responsibility to take care of each other, then that could help. But as far as getting involved with our ministry, we always need more clothes, especially men's clothes right now, toiletries, money to pay the power and water bill, and then more volunteers just to show love to the people coming in here and give them hope.
What I have learned is that if you see hunger, you're not going to solve it until it's your hunger. If you see homelessness, you're not going to solve it until it's your homelessness. Think that you're the one outside, and don't just think it, know it in your heart. Because when you do this, then you're going to feel it within your own soul. You're gonna have that need to fix it now, because you don't want to be outside. You don't want to be left out in the cold. The day that you see hunger and homelessness as your problem will be the last day of hunger and of homelessness in the planet Earth.
Why is there so much pain? Why the tears still fall the same? I don't know. Why we lost all hope? Why is love just a show? I don't know. Need some